Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So before I start the tutorial, I want to say thank you so much for all your support because you keep this channel going, and with your support I want to continue with Daniel Pintado Game Development Studio to help small developers to create their game in the easiest and cheapest way possible, helping to provide you with asset, animation, blueprint, and also my personal help absolutely for free. Also how to get grants from, for example, Epic and Kickstarter, or even how to publish your game in different platforms like Steam, Epic, etc. And you will not have to give me credit, commission, or anything. So there will be some guidelines to follow for the order or the project to help. You only have to enter to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my channel, and in the upper right corner and click in the link, or in the description of this video you will have the link. At the end of this page you will have question and answer already answered by me about the YouTube channel and the project, and I will be updating this page with new and content, so stay tuned. So if you want to help me with this project, you only have to enter in my Coffee page and donate the amount you want, or you can be a member for exclusive content and support. You can also hire me as a freelancer to advance more faster, or if you want, I can create a complete game for you. I will be updating this membership with new exclusive content and more stuff. And if you want to talk with me directly, you can go to my Discord channel. So if you need help in your project, or maybe you need help in the tutorial, or the tutorial is not working for you, or you have a request video or something, you can talk with me in the Discord. So thank you for watching, and let's start the tutorial. So I am back with another request video. Before I start the tutorial, I want to say thank you so much because you asked me a lot about making videos, so I want to start making it again the most I can. So thank you for all your requests because I want to start doing it. So let's start the tutorial. So today we want to make some kind of system like heat and cold system. So if you are in some places, you're gonna recover heat. So recover to be warm. So if you go outside, you're gonna be colder and colder and colder. So let's do a basic one, so later you can improve it. But now how you gonna start doing this? So let's start a tutorial. So first we have this third person template. So let's delete everything we don't need right now. So let's delete the ones, the ones, the ones, all this stuff, because we want to be empty for now. So let's delete this. Okay, and also I want to be full screen, so they're gonna advance settings. So 1920 1080, always center viewport. Okay, so let's close this, and here let's go to new editor window. So now we can see we have the third person template without nothing. So let that make this system. So let's close here. So first let's create a space. So let's go, I don't like with this starter content. Sorry for the cough. Because that way I have material, particle, anything like that. So let's start making it. So let's go to architecture. So let's kind of be kind of house. So let's put in here. Also let's put this one here, or this, well, I don't like it, so let's go, no, I don't like it either. So let's go for something better. That's worse. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, that's better. So let's rotate this, let's put this together. Like so. I'm working because I have this grip, so that's why they go so perfect aligned. So let's go like something like this. Oh, not perfect, but it's better. So also let's do another one. So alt, let's duplicate it. So let's do like this, and maybe another one. So let's go alt, let's rotate something like this. You don't need to be perfect because it's only for the tutorial, and also that is not perfect. So that's okay. So let's go like this. Okay, and let's put some roof. So I'm gonna use the floor one. So let's do like something like this, maybe a little like this, and that's it. So now we have the, they don't look that great. So let's do this a little bigger, so that way it doesn't matter like this. Okay, so let's do it like kind of, I'll leave it like that. For me it's okay. I want to leave it like this, so it's okay. And also let's go one more of this to look like kind of house, something like that. Okay, so we have this empty, so let's put something. So in here they're gonna be more warm, so let's go to status content. I think I have something in pros. No really, but we can use this corner frame. So let's drag this guy in here. So I don't see what I put a lid, so I can see what I have in here. So let's put something like this. Okay, something like, why the movie is so bad? Okay, so let's put it in here, and let's create some particle system. Here we have it. Let's go to lid, so particle, and let's go to fire. So let's leave it like this. So now we have something that we know this one. Probably it's too big, the particle, so let's do a little small. So let's go to detail and let's reduce this to the half. So we can do it like, remember, 0.5, or you can be making the mathematical divide by 2. So you can enter, you already have the number you're looking for. So that's if you have something weird numbers. For me, I use 0.5. So they're gonna be okay. So now if you go play, we can have this kind of house. We can go warmer and warmer. Well, I'm burning it, but it's gonna be okay. So let's do it like this. Also, let's move this maybe a little bit back. They don't look that okay, so let's select fire too. So let's put that more back so they don't look that bad. Okay, so let's do the assistant. So let's go to the third person character. So let's go to third person. We're going to be blueprints, and here we want to do third person character. So let's open it. That's already for default in Unreal. So let's make something here. So we can go to create a new variable, because I want to build this warm system. So I want to set backward, let's say cold system. You can use for this float or integer. You can use whatever you like. For me, I like more working with floats, but it depends on what you want it. So let's go with float. So let's compile and save. So by default, I want to be the cold. So that means how warm I am. I want to be the full. So let's do 1. Compile and save. So now we are cold system in 1, so we are warm. So if it goes 0, we are cold. Okay. For doing this, a lot of people use the tick node, but I don't want to use a tick because it's really bad for performance. Right now for this project it's okay, but for a real game you want to be the most optimized possible. So let's do it from the begin play. So right click, go begin and play. So we have it here, that's better. So let's do it here a sequence, because I want to do 2 things in the same time, or almost in the same time. So I'm gonna go one wing here, and the other one we want to do something, but right now they're gonna be okay. So let's disconnect this. So let's do a custom event. Right click, it's a custom event. Sorry for the cough, here is so cold here for real. So let's do that. Let's call it call system, I have the same name, so I'm gonna be a space here. So let's call system. So I want to start when they begin playing. So we want to from here. Oh, we can do it from here. That look better. So from here, let's say and call system. So now we call this system from the begin play. Also disconnect this one. So like this. Okay. So when they start the game, they're gonna do this. Okay. So we want to go the call system. So let's go here, get call system, and we want to reduce. So subtract. We can go with something not that bad. So they're gonna be 0.01. So we need 100 times to go 1. So let's do it like this. So we want to also get clamped. So we don't want to be more and less. So clamp by flow. So we don't want to be minimum to 0 because I don't want to be under 0. And also I don't want to be more than 1. They're gonna be for later. And also we can go to set call system. You wanna put it in here. Simple like that. So now we have this when they start. So when they start, they want to press 1. So for checking it, we can go, for example, let's right click, go tick node, use it for testing purposes. So let's go and tick, and let's set call system. So let's go print the string first. Print the string. I want to connect the call system to the string. So we have the converted how we have the screen, and also the duration connect for delta second. So now we know we always have the number in the left corner here. So let's compile and save. Let's go play, and now we can see we have 0.99 because we rest 0.1, but they don't continue doing it. So for continuing doing it, you can use a event tick. I don't, like I said, I don't want to use it because if I disconnect this, if I leave it like this, I push this in here. So to see the number, we can see if we go play, the number I gain in this PC is 0.016, more or less. So that's gonna be the fast they use the tick. I don't want to be that fast because we don't need it. So let's do it something less. So let's do the same again. So let's connect this to check then what we have, and we want when they start this, and one from here when they over, they do retailable delay. So after one time, so remember the tick node is at 0.016, so I don't want to be that bad. So if I go, for example, 0.02, it's already more optimized than a tick node, but I want to even optimize better. So let's go to 0.1 for me. So it's 10 times more slow, or more or less 10 times to the tick node, so it's more optimized. So for this, let's do it again, this call system. So let's go here, equal system in here. So that means when they do 0.1, I want to start this over again, or we can connect this to here. So they do it all over and over, but for me they look better to put here the call system because maybe you want to put something between, things like that. Okay, so let's compile, save, and let's test it. So let's go play. So now we can see we have 0.7376, 0.5. So we go less and less and less, but it's not that fast like we have before with the tick node, because the tick node is so fast. Maybe if you want to be more slow, you can do this more slow, but I recommend leave it like that. The best you can do is reduce this one. So if I push, for example, 0.0 more, so they're going to be 0.001, so they're going to be more slow here. So let's go play. So now we can see 0.97, 0.96, 0.5, 0. So that's better. So I think this is the good speed. For tutorial, I want to be more fast so we can see it better. So they're going to be 0.1. Okay, so now we have the important part. So they're going to be, we are getting colder and colder. So let's do the part where we can do this with more heat. So to doing that, let's create the
actor blueprint. So from here, we want to do an actor blueprint. So let's blueprint class. They're gonna be actor. I wanna call this how we can call it. We can call it hit place. I don't know. You can call it like you like it, or hit place blueprint. So I prefer to make actor blueprint because you can do this also to create here an open level blueprint. But if you do that, you're only gonna be that blueprint only for one place. So if you have active blueprint, you can move this around whatever you like. You can be one in here, one another place, and for me it's more better. So if I have something, I can use multiple times. So that's why I'm using active blueprint. But if you don't, you can go to blueprint level blueprint. So let's open this. So here we only need one thing. So let's gonna be add, and this time you can use a sphere collision or box collision. In this case, it's a kind of house, so they're gonna be more like square. So they're gonna be a box. But if you're using like some camp site or some kind of fire in some place, maybe it's better to use a sphere collision. In my case, like I said, it's a house, so it's better to use a box. So let's do a box collision. So that only I need. So let's compound and save, and let's put it in the level. So let's put it in here. So I want to be something roughly the same as the house. So let's do it like this. I don't want to be too big because I don't want to be outside the box, the house, sorry. But you don't need to be exactly the size and also the size on the top, because the moment you hit this with your capsula sphere from the character, this already activated. So we don't need to be all the way to the line here because it's already hitting this. So that's why I don't need to do this. And also the top and bottom is the same because you hit it, you're ready. But if the player is jumping, maybe you want to be this a little more top, so that way you always hit this. That is the only thing. Okay, so we have this. So let's go to create a code. So let's go to hit place. Weird name, but it's okay. So let's go to event graph. Let's delete this stuff. So let's go to the box. So right click, it's gonna be add event and begin overlap. I want to do another one from the end overlap. So that's gonna be open the end overlap. So from here, we can do this to a lot of different way. So from here, we can go to cast to player. So if you want, but like I said in a lot of video, if it's a small game, it's okay to use casting here because it really don't take that much performance. But if you have a really huge game, you want to be the most optimized possible. So I want to choose don't casting here, but you can cast it if you want. If it's a small game, if not, I recommend that you don't. So that's why I want to use the opposite. So I don't want to use casting. So to avoiding casting, I want to say equal, for example, if this is equal to get player character. See, this is true, I want to do something. So if it is true, I want to do something. And also when I go out, I want to do the same. So let's copy and paste. So we can put it in here. So let's do like this. But to do it better, I want to do this opposite. That really doesn't matter because it's gonna be equal to two things, but look good that way. So okay, so let's compound save. So now when we go inside, we want to call this call system. So if we are here, I want to call it. So we want to from here call it get call, and you can see we can call that event. Why? Because this is not a casting. This is the reference only from the player index 0, not the actual blueprint. So if you casting from here, you have the reference from the character because you are casting it. But here we don't. So if we don't have the reference, we can call it. But I still don't want to use casting to make better performance. So we want to go to another route. So for doing that, we want to create another blueprint, but this time is a blueprint interface. I love doing interface, because you can connect almost everything with this. So that's really perfect and also very optimized. So let's go call it main interface blueprint, and we want to open it. So I want to call new function. I'm gonna call it overlap player. You can call it like you like it. That's the only I need. So let's compile and save. So let's put this main interface in the character blueprint. So in here, let's go to class settings, go implement interfaces, and let's go to main interface blueprint. So now we have it, and we have it in here, the interface. So now right click, go implement event. So we have it here. So let's copy this because I don't want to drag this all the way around. So, and let's paste it in the top here because we're creating this in here. So let's paste in here. So event overlap player. So now we want to call this. So to call in this, we're going to be the head place. And now from here, I want to call main interface, and now we can see we have here the class main interface blueprint. So let's call this, and we call them from this target. So let's do it like this, and let's reroute this to do a little better like that. So now we can call this. If we call this, they want to be in the third person character. We want to do almost the same here. So we want to do this. So let's copy and paste. So I don't want to write this again, at least the less possible. But this time we don't want to reduce, we want to add it. So from here, let's go add, and let's connect this to the value because I want to be the same. I don't want to be less than 0 and more than 1, but I want to be this more than this one, because I believe if you want to be warm, you want to be warmer faster than cold. But you can do whatever you like because depending on your game. But for me, they want to be this way. So I want to be 2 because it's double to this one. So let's compile and save. So now we want to add this. So when we doing this, I want to open and over again. So they're going to be the same. So from here, we table delay. But this time we don't want to, well, let's go here for 1. So we don't want to call system, of course. We want to call event overlap player. So let's call that. So from here, if you don't remember the name, you can call all with the interface. It's going to be main interface blueprint. So it's going to be overlap player. So let's do it in here. So let's do it over and over and over again. So let's compile and save, and let's test it out. So let's go play. So we can see we have 0.7, 0.6. So if I go inside here, we can go more and more and more. So 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 1. It's gonna be like that. So if I go outside, there's no working again because we're not doing the opposite. So to doing that, we want to call in here, and hit place, we want to call, when we go outside, we want to call another blueprint. So we want to call this again, the call system. So if you go to hit place from here, you call again call system, you can call it because remember, this is not a reference. So if you have a casting, you do not have that problem. So you can call perfectly, the call system is already done. But we don't use the casting. So we want to go to the main interface blueprint, create another blueprint function, sorry. Let's call this in overlap player. That's it. So let's compile and save. Now we don't need any more this. So from here we want to call in overlap. If you don't remember the name, like I said, you can call the main interface. It's gonna give you all the function behind inside. So we want to be in overlap. So we want to do this. So let's compile and save. And when they call in overlap player, I want to do this call system. So we want to call in here. So let's implement it. So right click, implement event. Like I said, we want to copy this and put it more close to this stuff. So let's do it here. So let's paste in here, and we want to call this from here too. So it's gonna be like this. Okay, so let's go here. We want to reduce again. So let's compile save. Let's test it out. So let's go play. Now we can see 0.7, 0.6. So if I go inside, it's gonna be warmer. So let's go 1. So if I go outside, they still don't working because they're calling this, but also they don't stop doing this. So we want to stop doing this. So from doing that, I want to, from event overlap layer, I want to create another variable. I want to call this head. So if we are in head, we want to continue doing this. So let's do that. So let's go in here. They're gonna be set to head to true. So when we go inside, we activate this. So let's do a branch. And let's do it here. So if D is true, so we are in head, we want to continue doing this. But now we don't want to call this again, because if we call this, they want to start over from here, they want to activate again. We don't want to do that. So from here, we want to connect this in here. So that means that all we're gonna be running if D is true. If it's false, they want to stop. And from here, we want to do the same. So from here, when we call the event end overlap, we want to be false. So from here, we want to set this to false. I don't connect it from here because this is only working for the big gameplay. So when they start big gameplay, we don't need to be this off because it's already off, because you not activate. No, sorry for the cough. Do not activate from nowhere. Wow, here's cold for real, so that's why I have coffee. Okay, so let's go in here. So then event and overlap, we want to continue to off. So we want to go this road from here. So we don't want to call this anymore, or we can if we want. So we want to do a branch. So let's delete this. So let's do a branch. So let's go head. So if D is true, so let's go branch. So if we are in head, we don't want to do nothing. If it's false, we want to do this. So let's reroute this a little bit. Okay, we can move this. Oops. Oh my. So let's do like this. Okay. So when we on call, if it's true, we haven't hit here, I don't want to do nothing. So if it's false, so we are false in hit, so we have caller, we want to call this again. So we want to do this. Not here, because we want to check again if we are in hit, because if we go inside, they want to activate. So that's why. So we can go like this. It's a little weird, the lines, but they're working fine. So let's do it again. So let's compound, save. Let's go place, no place. So if I go inside, they're gonna be warmer. So we can see we have 1. So if I go outside, they're gonna be cold. So now it's working perfect. If I go inside, they wanna be warmer. If I go outside, they wanna be colder. So that's gonna be it for this video, but I wanna do an extra mile here. So I wanna show you how you can do it in the widget, so we can see it better. So let's create a widget. So we want to go to third person map, right click, let's go to user interface, go with widget blueprint. I wanna call this HUD because we wanna be the more important one. So we wanna be widget, W for widget. So let's open it, and we wanna need not too much. We're gonna be a canvas panel. So canvas panel, not canvas, canvas panel. So let's drag this in here. So we have the canvas panel. So and we're gonna need a progress bar. I wanna do it from that row. So they're gonna be progress bar. So I wanna drag in here. So this one, I want to do it something different because I always do the same. So let's do it something different. From here, we want to make this a little longer like this, and we want to change the color to red. I don't want to be too red, so something like probably like this, or we can go to yellow, but it's gonna be red. Let's go yellow, so better. Okay, so let's go okay. So now if it is full, they're gonna be like that. We are warmer. If it's going off, they're gonna be nothing. So that's perfect. So we have everything we need here. So the behavior we can change here if you want, but I want to leave it like that. So maybe we can go something different here. So we can go mass scale, or we can go top from bottom. So I want to be from bottom to top. So that means if I go up, you can see there's gonna be this way. So I want to do it this one for doing something different. So that's why I want to be small in this longer. So that way I can go like this. That's a little different, but it's the same thing. So let's put this in here maybe, so we can check it out. So let's compile and save. That's it. So let's go. We can close this anymore. We don't need it. So third person character, we want to, when they start the game, we want to call that one. So we call the call system, and also we want to create the widget. So let's do create widget. I want to do it here. It's already messy, but it's okay. So here let's go add widget we created, and we want to add it to the viewport. So that means we have always in the viewport. So let's compile, save. Let's go play. So now we have the meter here, but you can see this not working right with our number in the top, because this not working. So let's first delete this. We don't need anymore the tick node. This only for testing. That's the best. That's almost why they have the event tick. So, and also for another things, but that's the main reason to make this checking more faster. So let's do it here. So we have this. So go to HUD, and we want to call something different here. So from here we want to bind this, not that one, the percent progress percent. We want to bind it to something. So create binding. So here we're gonna need a reference multiplier. Remember, if you call it from here, the casting here, D is almost like a tick node. They want to call it again and again and again. So you don't want this to be optimized. So the best way to do this in the event graph, when this starts, so in the event construct, I want to cast the third person character here, or you can use the interfaces, but I want to use this to see it's still working the same way. So let's go get player and character. So we have this, and promote this to a variable. So when they start the game, they're only casting this one time, but we have the reference of that character. So let's get percent again. So let's get to character. So from here we want to call something, but we can still have a problem here, because if the character die or they delete from the game, they're gonna give you error, because this calling again is not sit anymore. So the best way is right click, convert valid and get. So that means if it's valid, so it's still in the game, we want to do something. That is maybe the best way to do it. So let's connect this to here, and the value we want is get call system, and we want to connect it here. That is the only we need. So let's compile and save. Let's close this, and let's test it out everything. So let's save it. Let's go play, and now you can see my bar is go down, down, down. If I go in here, they're gonna be better. So now we are warmer here. Yay! So if we go outside, we go cold, we go inside, warmer. That is the best way to making it. And to prove it for you, if I want to another place, oh, they delete my house. Okay, so let's do another one here. So why my house is deleted? I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so let's put in here. So to see it, let's go to hit place. So I want to see it from the box. This is only for testing to see where the box it is. So hiding the game, gonna be false. So let's compile save. So let's test it out now. That is my house. Okay, so we have both. So if I go in here, become warmer. So that's cool. So let's check if we can go there. If we go in here, they do the same thing. So that's how this working. So that's really perfect if you want to do this kind of system. So that's gonna be it for this video. So thank you for watching. If you want to support me like creating video game, and also if you want my help for your games, you can go to my coffee page. So thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. So bye bye.